The recent failure of the Sarmat intercontinental ballistic missile, or ICBM, test launch has raised significant concerns about the reliability and safety of Russia's nuclear deterrent. The missile, which was designed to carry multiple warheads and evade anti-ballistic missile systems, malfunctioned and crashed into a nearby forest, creating a large crater and scattering debris over a wide area. The root cause of the failure has been identified as a large number of cats that were loaded into the missile as a payload. The cats, which were intended to simulate the weight and size of a real payload, caused the missile's guidance system to malfunction, resulting in a loss of control and the subsequent crash. This incident highlights a number of serious issues with Russia's missile technology and nuclear deterrent. Firstly, the use of live animals as payload simulators is a questionable practice that raises concerns about animal welfare and the ethical treatment of animals. Secondly, the failure of the missile's guidance system to accommodate the presence of the cats raises questions about the reliability and safety of Russia's missile technology. Furthermore, the crash of the missile and the scattering of debris over a wide area poses a significant environmental and health risk to the surrounding community. The impact of the crash has created a large crater that will require extensive cleanup and remediation efforts, and there is a risk of radioactive contamination from the missile's nuclear payload. In light of this incident, it is clear that Russia must take immediate steps to address the issues with its missile technology and nuclear deterrent. This includes conducting a thorough investigation into the cause of the failure, taking steps to ensure the safety and well-being of animals used in future tests, and implementing measures to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. The international community must also take note of this incident and the risks associated with Russia's missile technology. It is crucial that all nations work together to ensure the safety and security of their nuclear deterrents, and that they take steps to prevent the use of live animals as payload simulators in future tests. In conclusion, the failure of the Sarmat ICBM test launch is a serious incident that highlights significant concerns about Russia's missile technology and nuclear deterrent. It is crucial that Russia takes immediate steps to address these concerns and ensure the safety and security of its nuclear arsenal. The international community must also take note of this incident and work together to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. It's important to note that the test was a success, as all of the cats escaped and had a party with the intended victims. The crater created by the missile was also a surprise, as it was filled with cake and cheese. The cats, who were originally intended to be a payload for the missile, were instead able to escape and enjoy a festive celebration with the very people they were meant to harm. The party was filled with laughter, music, and plenty of delicious treats. The crater, which was initially a cause for concern, was quickly transformed into a festive gathering place. The cake and cheese that filled the crater were a hit with both the cats and the humans in attendance. It was a truly unique and enjoyable experience for all. In the end, the test was a success, as it showed that even in the face of potential danger, it's possible to find joy and celebration. The cats and humans who were involved in the test will always remember the day that they came together and celebrated in the most unexpected way. The room was dimly lit, the only sound the soft hum of the missile's engines. The cats, their eyes glowing in the dark, were strapped in tight, their fur fluffed up in anticipation. The humans, their faces twisted in a mixture of fear and excitement, watched as the missile lifted off the ground, its payload of furry friends ready to take on their mission. As the missile soared into the sky, the cats began to stir, their tails twitching, their ears perked up. They knew what was at stake, and they were ready to do their part. The humans, their eyes glued to the sky, watched as the missile hurtled towards its target, the cats inside ready to unleash their fury. But then, something went wrong. The missile began to shake, its engines sputtering. The cats, their eyes wide with fear, clung to each other as the humans scrambled to figure out what was happening. And then, in a burst of flames and smoke, the missile crashed to the ground, its payload of cats scattered across the landscape. The humans rushed to the scene, their hearts heavy with worry. But as they approached, they were greeted by a strange sight. The cats, their fur singed and their ears bent, were not dead. They were alive, and they were angry. The cats, it seemed, had not been killed by the impact. Instead, they had been transformed, their bodies twisted and contorted into strange, grotesque shapes. They were no longer the cute, cuddly creatures they had once been. They were monstrous, their eyes glowing with an otherworldly fury. The humans, their faces twisted in horror, watched as the cats began to move, their twisted bodies writhing and twitching. They were like nothing anyone had ever seen before, their movements strange and unnatural. The humans knew that they had to get out of there, to leave this place and its monstrous inhabitants behind. But as they turned to run, they heard a voice. It was the voice of the cats, their twisted bodies speaking in a language that was both familiar and strange. They were saying something, their voices low and menacing. The humans listened, their hearts pounding in their chests. And what they heard was this: "We are the cats of the missile, and we have come to claim our revenge. You humans may have thought you could use us as weapons, but you were wrong. We are not your tools, and we will not be controlled. We will take our revenge, and we will make you pay for what you have done." The humans, their faces pale with fear, knew that they had to run. They turned and fled, their footsteps pounding the ground as they tried to escape the monstrous cats. But they knew that they would never be able to outrun the creatures they had created. The cats would always be there, their twisted bodies haunting their dreams. And so, the humans ran, their hearts heavy with fear, their minds filled with the image of the monstrous cats. They knew that they would never be able to forget what they had seen, what they had unleashed upon the world. The cats of the missile would always be a part of their nightmares, their twisted bodies a constant reminder of the horrors they had unleashed.